this is an exciting moment, getting ready to put a historical marker in a place that is so much deserved. I'm pleased to be a part of this special occasion today, recognizing the historical significance of Hunton Life-Saving and First Aid Crew, organized by Alexander A. Terrell on December 21, 1941, 2 weeks after the attack on Pearl Harbor. This was the first African-American rescue in the nation. The first. That's amazing. Mr. Terrell was inspired to start the organization because he felt they could make a difference during the time of war. The purpose of the organization was to provide emergency medical assistance as well as a safety and first aid training classes and schools and for factories to prevent accidents. We have chosen this location for the marker because the crew was initially headquartered at this site, 28 Wells Avenue, in the William A. Hunton branch YWCA. During the 1940s through the 1960s, blacks lived primarily in the northeast section of town. They had separate business centers like the Henry Street District and institutions like Burrell Memorial Hospital, and most of the Hunton crew were all in this area. But occasionally, when the white rescue squads could not respond to a call, they would call the Hunton crew. So the crew handled gunshot wounds, childbirths, car accidents, and other emergencies within a 24-hour call. The crew primarily relied on donations. They furnished themselves with equipment such as an ambulance and an iron lung. During its 46 years of service, the Hunton Life-Saving Crew won numerous awards for the quality of their service. The crew suspended operations on July 2nd, 1987, due to a lack of volunteers. I am so proud of the city for installing this historical marker as a way to ensure the community remembers and does not forget the contributions from such a special, very special group of people that cared about the residents of Virginia. So this is a very, very memorable occasion, and I'm looking forward to the marker when it's coming later this next fall. And at this time, we will have some remarks by Mr. Harris, who is also a historian that can tell you exactly how it came about without notes from from our city. Come on, Nelson. Thank you.
Councilwoman Trish White-Boyd, thank you.
Thank you.
And I just want to say a word of appreciation to some folks for which my application for the Virginia historical marker would not have come to fruition. And first and foremost, I want to thank the Korean Clinic Foundation. They were the ones that underwrote the cost for the marker, and I'm pleased to recognize Kay Strickland, who is the executive director of the foundation, also Dr. N.L. Bishop from Korean Clinic for their presence here, and to Kay and N.L., thank you for your support. I truly appreciate that so much. Also, I want to thank our city manager, Bob Cowell, our mayor, Sherman Lee, for their support. You know, the Hunton Life-Saving Crew embody the best of our community. They lived out the values of community, of duty, of service, and of care. And as Councilwoman White-Boyd has already noted, they are believed to have been the first all African-American volunteer rescue squad, not in Roanoke, not in Virginia, but in the United States. And that's amazing. And so today we truly honor an outstanding legacy, a tremendous part of the history of the city of Roanoke, and the outstanding individuals that were a part of that crew for so many years. This is the 14th historical marker in our city, and each of these markers declare something significant happened here. And so we are at 28 Wells Avenue, as has already been indicated, because this was the crew's original headquarters in the Hunton YMCA. And these historical markers really comprise what I would consider to be an open-air museum in our city, of letting the public know of the history and the legacy that is a part of Roanoke. So it is with tremendous satisfaction that here in just a few moments we're going to unveil this historic marker. Before I conclude my remarks, we are honored today to have a member of the Hunton crew with us, and we are delighted to have Donovan with us, and thank you so much for, first of all, your service to the city with the Hunton crew, and for being here today to help us honor you and the men and the women's auxiliary that you served with. Thank you so much. Absolutely. And at this time, I'm going to recognize our Chief David Hoback. He's going to come and just share a few words on behalf of our emergency medical services here in the city. So again, thank you for coming, and thank you for being here today. Chief?
Like the others, I'm going to remove my mask when I say a few words. I will tell you that I started my career as a volunteer at Roanoke Life-Saving Crew back in about 1980. So I had a chance to work alongside with the Hunton Life-Saving Crew members. As we transitioned from a all-volunteer to a volunteer career, one of my first assignments was at the Hunton Life-Saving Crew building. I will tell you, it was a great opportunity to work alongside such great people that built the Hunton Life-Saving Crew, and they kept that organization going. Specific memories of Bill and Sarah Williams. We always called him Captain Williams and Sarah as we went out on calls, and those were such dedicated, passionate people to serve the community. But like the mayor indicated, we do, and they did, respond not only to the Northwest community, but as Roanoke Life-Saving Crew and Williamson Life-Saving Crew didn't have the people to respond, Hunton went out and responded throughout the city. And it was just wonderful, as well as Roanoke Life-Saving Crew and Williamson Life-Saving Crew responded into the Northwest to help them. Back then, I will tell you, we only ran a few thousand calls a year, but over the years, we're up to 28,000. So you can see how things have grown. Back then, we were lucky to have 2 ambulances in the city, a staff during the day and maybe a little more at night. But the passion and the dedication that the members of the Hunton Life-Saving Crew had was just phenomenal. And I was very blessed to be working alongside. They taught me a lot about the Northwest community and the good people that are around here, and introduced me to some of the people that I still have long life friends today. But again, on behalf of the men and women of Roanoke Fire-EMS, we are very honored to have this plaque up and to represent the history that Hunton Life-Saving Crew has within our city. Thank you.